February 28th, 2017. Now I know that this may come of a slight bit of a shock, but every single story written about Estowick I am writing in the present day. I'm not writing them about Estowick, I'm writing them about his descendant, Andrew Selfred. He is the one who has been reading Estowick's memoirs, which were often unfinished. I'm telling you this story to show you how the Selfred found out the truth of his past. All the other stories of Estowick's were acts of plagiarism, translated into English by me. Don't worry, I did have permission. If you do wish to read all of the archives, you may find them easily nowadays. It was finally the day. After several years of searching, the 26-year-old Selfred was about to discover his ancestor's final word. He had spent month after month attempting to track down the final one. He went as far as to go to Vienna in America, the land of potatoes. He lived in a cottage on an island east of Iceland and west of Norway, and had been to all of these places and more to discover the endings of Estowick. You see, whoever wrote his memoirs, be it him, not this one obviously, in third person, or Eaglemoss, or Cressida, or anyone else, they never finished them. The only completed ones were this and a secret organisation. The rest all end with nothing. Out of all of the places in the world, it was the Metropolitan Archives in London where the final memoir lived. As Andrew gets off his plane, enters a taxi, he suddenly imagines, as does his wife, the song London Calling by The Clash to be playing. You see, as they had noted, in almost every film or programme, when they go to London, this song is always playing as if it's a stereotype used to identify when a character enters London. They pass Tower Bridge, the London Eye, the Houses of Parliament. Fun fact, said Alex, his wife. The name Big Ben is actually the name of the bell inside the clock tower. Also, London Bridge isn't actually the original London Bridge. The original is in some other country, somewhere. They discussed this for a few minutes, passing each and every tube station, Elephant and Castle, Canary Wharf, and finally Farringdon, where they turned a corner, exited the vehicle, and paid the driver and left. So, to the archives then, eh? Said Alex. I suppose so, he said with a huge grin upon his face, seeing as this was a birthday present. I'm finally gonna find out the ending. And that's it, it's over, he blurted, still with that smile. But there's still the endings, isn't there? I mean, what we got was the ending of a secret organisation, and that ended with him dying. Never found out how he survived. We might have that here as well, you never know, she explained. Nearing, the doors opened to reveal a red desk with curved edges. Lots of people buzzing around and sitting on tables and eating their lunch. It was a wonderful atmosphere. This really is London, Andrew thought to himself. Hello, we have an appointment, Alex stated to the woman at the front desk. Name? The woman queried with a drone in her voice. Selfred, the husband and wife said in unison. 1:30? Yes, there you are. If you could just take a seat here, please, we'll be right with you, commanded Shirley, Andrew acknowledged from a name tag. Minutes went by, and the married couple were chatting along like it was just another day. Thank you, he said. You've been wanting to know about him since you were a tiny lad. How could I not bring you here? Plus, I've always wanted to pay a taxi £10 more than needed just to go sightseeing. My treat to myself, she joked. You do know that I paid for the taxi, right? They chuckled. Mr. and Mrs. Selfred, came a voice from behind. We are ready for you. As they walked through the short, carpeted corridors, the person who came for them started talking. I'm Jerry, by the way. You were looking for the Afar files, yes? The couple nodded eagerly. We've got the recorded final one. Of course, there's been so much confusion of which one came last, hasn't there? I mean, in Outcast's achievement he's 30-odd and he has a daughter, but in this one nothing's said of that and he's 26. Nobody knows but I trust this one. So why are you two here? Alex and Andrew explained that he was a descendant and wanted to find out more about his ancestor. Of course. Should have guessed by the surname, obviously. This one isn't very long, but it explains a lot, and it isn't at all biased. They proceeded to discuss the matter of confusion, until they finally reached the archives. They saw an all matter of filing cabinets and boxes. There was a grey table laid out in the centre of the room, and on it were a desk lamp and a book, a very tattered, brown book. Do you know its name? Inquired Jerry. No. What is it? Asked Andrew. As far as we know, they'd called it Mercury. Mercury? What, the name of Thor's Mercury? They said, astonished. You'll see, he teased with a smirk. They put on the gloves as commanded and opened it up to the first page. If we don't get the Mercury over to Burke's docking systems, they began to read.